Hi, welcome to week one of the Build Your Global Income System Bootcamp. I'm really glad that you're here. If you join this program, it means you know that you have the knowledge, experience, or skills that can potentially become something bigger. Many people with valuable skills, they still struggle to earn consistently online. And the reason is usually not a lack of talent, it's because of structure. So this week we're going to focus on the foundation of your future digital business. Before you build a website, before you create a course, before you think about payments, you must answer one important question. What skill you are going to build your business around? And that is what week one is about. By the end of this session, you will have identified your strongest skill, chosen an audience to serve, defined the problem you would solve, and created your first monetization statement. So this first week will give you clarity for everything you are going to build in the coming week. So let's get started. Welcome to week one. In this session, you would learn how to identify your most valuable skill, choose the audience you want to serve, understand the problem you will solve, and create your skill monetization. Most people fail online not because they lack talent, but because they lack clarity. Before building a website or creating a course, you must answer one question. What skill will your business be built around? Let's start by shifting your perspective. For most of history, your ability to earn money was limited by geography. If you lived in a small town, your opportunities were limited to the business and institutions around you. But the internet changed that completely. Today, someone in one country can teach, consult, coach, design, or advise someone on the other side of the world. A tutor in Trinidad could teach a student in Canada. A graphic designer in Ghana can design for a company in Australia. A consultant in Jamaica can work with a startup in the United States. The opportunity is global. And here's something interesting. Many people still think locally. You have skills, but you don't see those skills as something that could become a business online. This bootcamp is about helping you see your knowledge differently. Your experience is not just something you learned, it can become an asset. We are living in what economists call the skill economy. In the past, people were hired mostly for their time. Now, people are increasingly hired for their knowledge and expertise. Think about how many services people purchase online today. You have tutoring, marketing, consulting, design services, career coaching, language teaching, bookkeeping, social media management. All of these are skills, and those skills have become businesses. The key difference between someone who has a skill and someone who builds a business around it is this. A business solves a specific problem for a specific group of people, and that's what we're going to clarify today. This part coming up is really important, so I'd like you to lock in, all right? Discovering your skills. Now, I want you to start thinking about your own experience. Many people underestimate their knowledge. They think, I don't have anything special. But when we examine the experience, we often find many valuable skills. So let's go through a few questions together. Take a moment and write your answers down. First question. What do people already ask you for help with? Think about friends, colleagues, or family members. Is there something people naturally come to you for advice about? Second question. What task do you perform easily that others struggle with? Sometimes your most valuable skill feels normal to you, but for someone else it's difficult. Third question. What knowledge have you gained through your job, education, or life experience? Even experiences like parenting, organizing events, or managing projects can translate into valuable skills. Fourth question. What topics could you talk about for an hour without preparation? That usually indicates deep knowledge. Now write them down. Identifying your skills. Now review your answers. List 10 skills or areas of knowledge you possess. Example: is it teaching, writing, organizing, coaching, research, marketing, or technology? Then, what I'd like you to do next is choose your top three skills. Narrow it down, choose your top three strongest skills, and these will be the foundation of your business ideas. You are free to pause this video and write down all that you need to write down in order to gain clarity for your business. Once you identify your skills, the next step is choosing who you want to help. Trying to serve everyone creates confusion. Clarity creates clients. For example, instead of saying, I teach English, you might say, I help professionals improve their business English. Instead of saying, I do marketing, you might say, I help businesses attract customers using social media. Notice the difference? The second version is clear. Now it's your turn. Write your own statement. You can pause this video to fill in the blanks. Here's another one. Use this formula. Feel free to fill out the blanks again. Now your solution. Now you can complete this sentence. This is your solution. My skill helps them, and you fill in the blanks. This connects your skill to their problem. Pause again and write down your answer. Now define the problem. Remember, people pay for solutions to problems. Complete this sentence. My audience struggles with, and put your answer here. Feel free to pause the video for as long as you like to complete all these sentences before we move on. So now ask yourself, who would benefit most from your skill? Possible audiences could be students, entrepreneurs, small businesses, professionals, beginners in a field, parents, job seekers. Write down the group of people you want to help. So this completes your 1 week assignment. If you notice, I was straight to the point and I didn't drill you with long, boring videos. So at the end of this first week, I would like you to be able to identify your top three skills, choose your audience, define the problem you solve, and create your skill monetization statement. What happens next? Next week, we move into packaging your knowledge into an offer. You will learn how to turn your skill into a service, a course, or a consulting offer. When you complete these steps, you will have something very powerful, which is clarity. And clarity is what turns ideas into businesses. Next week, we will take this clarity and turn it into your first offer. I'm excited to see what you'll come up with. I'll see you in week 2. Bye for now.